Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today we are going to do a very special video for the 4th anniversary of War of the Visions. We are going to go all the way back in time to the beginning of this game and talk about the content creators, the influencers, the YouTubers mostly, that were there at the beginning, and take a look at what they are doing now, what their channels are covering now, if they are still content creators. I'm not going to dive into anybody's personal life. I do know a lot of information about several of these people. I'm not going to go that route. I just want to see if our OG content creators for War of the Visions are still covering the game or what games they are covering now, and just kind of have some memories about the game that I wanted to share with you guys as kind of my 4th anniversary global celebration video. So here we go. Now we're going to start with one. That is not me getting choked up. I just had to swallow. Sorry. I'm not crying for you, Cabbage, but we are going to start with Cabbage. Now, Cabbage is a very special one to me because it was his video on this game that I saw that got me into War of the Visions, that put War of the Visions on my radar at all. I always have loved, even though I disagreed with a lot of Cabbage's takes about certain things, I have always appreciated his mindset videos. When he talked about like the way you have to think as a gacha player, it just struck me like that's what I took with me, right? Especially when I'm playing free-to-play accounts in my games, which admittedly not all the time, but when I am being free to play, his mentality of take what the game gives you and build around that has just stuck with me forever. And he was an OG War of the Visions YouTuber with the advantage of playing before we did, because he played on the JP servers, which we know had like a 4-month lead on us at one point, right? He had this game for a while. So you can see his most popular videos on his YouTube channel were his War of the Visions launch videos 4 years ago. Top UR units at launch, the first like Final Fantasy Tactics collab, the non-UR units. This was really the peak of his popularity as a YouTuber. Now, Cabbage is somebody who never monetized his videos, right? You never saw ads on his channel. He didn't monetize things. He was just here for the passion. And now he is still making videos this many years later. In fact, if you go way back, Cabbage has been making videos for like 8 years, right? You have Monster Strike videos here, and he would often reference Monster Strike in his War of the Visions videos, but he has been, look, no matter what you think about this man, he has had an incredibly successful YouTube run, and he's still going. He was recently covering Near Reincarnation, a game that, near and dear to my heart as well. I liked this game. It was no War of the Visions. But it's in my top maybe 5 gacha games I ever played. It's closing down, so you can see right here he's been covering kind of the end of that game. He also has some Elden Ring stuff on here, and I'm sure Cabbage will just continue to post videos to his fans about whatever he's doing. So that's Cabbage. That's my story with Cabbage, and I'm sure we all have a Cabbage memory from back in these release days. Man, oh man. And then the Diggs Cabbage drama was always top tier. Speaking of Diggs, here we go. Dr. Diggs. Dr. Diggs was the first person on YouTube that was my like goal as a YouTuber, right? As somebody who's very competitive, when I started my YouTube channel, my original goal was like, can I surpass Dr. Diggs as a War of the Visions content creator? Because it was after the 1st anniversary when I was seriously making videos for this game. I was not an OG content creator for War of the Visions, despite what it might feel like. I wish I was. I wish I had been there to get, 100,000 views at the beginning of this game, but I wasn't. Dr. Diggs was very early to the scene though. He was an OG content creator. You can see that his most popular videos, like mine actually, were Ni no Kuni Crossworld videos. I wish the devs didn't just blow this game. Like this game, I loved it so much, and then the direction it went just, I couldn't stay with it. My most viewed videos on my channel are from Ni no Kuni. Man, oh man, this game had potential and it just flopped. But you can see Diggs has some like 35,000 view, War of the Visions videos. Those are really good videos. He has some First Soldier stuff. His last videos that he made was 7 months ago for Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Diggs, when he quit War of the Visions, his YouTube career, because he was a professional YouTuber for a while, so calling it a career is not a mistake. It stopped, right? And he still makes some videos for fun up to 7 months ago, but he is living a completely different life than he was when he was a War of the Visions content creator. And I hope that he is doing awesome. And if you're watching this video, Diggs, please reach out to me if you just have anything you want to say, and I'll forward it to whoever's still watching. One of the OG I can definitely say I started with who I believe, Diggs and Cabbage, were the most important original content creators, at least on YouTube, for this game. Okay, next, we're gonna go to Ryell next. Now, Ryell, I included him on here, even though his oldest video is only 3 years ago. He started about the same time as I did, so I wanted to include him on here because I knew him personally. He had some very popular videos. He was getting 10,000 plus views on some of these at the peak, but like a lot of people, life kind of catches up to you. And when you're making, I think a lot of people don't realize the amount of not only actual time that goes into running a YouTube channel, but the amount of like mental space that it takes up. You're always thinking about what your next video is. You have to always be following what other content creators are putting out if you're trying to stay relevant. And Ryell made a nice run of it, right? Like he got up to over 3,000 subscribers. This is objectively a successful YouTube channel right here, and I wish Ryell the best. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but he's a really cool dude, and I really hope that he's having a good life. He hasn't made a video for 11 months, and his most popular stuff, all of his videos, I believe, were around War of the Visions. So there we go. Okay, next, another one who had the best tier list in War of the Visions for a really long time, in my opinion, Nerd Knight. I watched this man's tier list videos like crazy. He quit content creation a year ago, or if he is still doing content creation, he had a great content creation voice, by the way. Like his persona as a content creator was excellent, and I think that really helped him out. He had some really popular War of the Visions videos. His most popular ones were his tier list, because I'm telling you, they were money. They were this weird like vertical format. He didn't use like tier maker or anything. He just drug pictures around on his tier list, and he made up like Behemoth, Toneberry, Chocobo. He had different names for his tiers than everybody else did. And you can see like 40,000 views, 36,000 views on a First Soldier video. That's a game I never got into, but there you go. He was playing it. Most of his popular stuff though was War of the Visions. His oldest video, boom, 4 years ago. He was an OG content creator for this game. He got popular with this game, and then he quit about a year ago, a little over a year ago actually. His last video was the FF10 collab part 2 weekly War of the Visions news video. So Nerd Knight, I hope you are having an awesome life out there, my friend, and keep doing it right. Okay, Padia, the only girl on this list. Now Padia 4 months ago put out a video that said feeling empty without a gacha game in my life, and oh my gosh, I hear you. Like, I actually think I would be, there is something about the daily repeat of playing a gacha game that is addicting. Now, that was 4 months ago. Her video before that was hype tier list of upcoming MMOs. That was 8 months ago. You can definitely see that I feel like she was in a place where Honkai Star Rail content, it's hard to make content for Hoyo games. Like, there is something about Hoyo games, and I have some successful Hoyo, like I've made good Honkai Star Rail content that's done well, and I love all of you who watch me and follow me for that. But like, it's a hard community to break into. And so yeah, it's been a while for Padia. She's streamer. She definitely streams a lot, like twitch.tv/Padia. That's usually where I caught her. Her most popular videos though, Diablo 4 trailer, that's a random reaction video. It's her most popular video on her channel, but you see a lot of like War of the Visions stuff on here. She said bye to War of the Visions a year ago, going into summer. So that is almost exactly a year ago at this point. So Padia, wherever you are, I hope you are doing great, and I hope I get to catch you on stream sometime and can, drop you my like Amazon Prime sub or something like that. Okay, ClayYel. Speaking of Twitch, this man was my go-to Twitch streamer during War of the Visions COVID. He had an excellent Twitch stream. He actually got me into playing this game, not Black Clover Mobile, but he got me into playing, oh my gosh, what was it? 7 Deadly Sins mobile game as well. When he was playing that, his most popular videos are, well, this is a what? Dawn Shield quest? Is that for Diablo 4? Weird. I don't know. He was an FFBE content creator before he was a War of the Visions content creator. He is somebody who branched out into lots of different games. I feel like my channel and his channel, when he was still uploading all the time, I feel like we both have kind of the same, like, he had a higher energy level than me, honestly, but like, if he was going to play Honkai Star Rail, he was going to put out content for Honkai Star Rail. If he was playing, a different, whatever game he was playing, he was just going to put content out for. And I can appreciate that, right? He got a lot of big Genshin videos out there. He was an OG War of the Visions streamer. You can see his War of the Visions, like beginners tier lists and things like that with 70-some thousand views. His oldest video is 8 years ago. And it was Clay gets pooped on by Quiplash announcer. Interesting. So he didn't catch on big for a bit, but man, he had that energy level. His last video was a month ago, so he does still occasionally put out videos. Like he did a video in Star Rail right there. He got some FF7 Rebirth merch in the mail, which was pretty awesome. He is doing some Ever Crisis content, so I don't know. I hope Clake's doing good. He and I had talked about like maybe playing golf sometime, and Clake, if you're watching this, I will 100% play golf with you someday, my man. You are a cool dude from all I can tell. Okay, JoshuaJones, formerly known as Howls. Now, I have worked with this man on videos before. Loved him, had a great time. And he was a big time content creator in the War of the Vision scene near the beginning. Now, he's been making content on YouTube for 15 years. Well, at least his oldest video is 15 years old. Then he took a 5-year break. Then he took another 5-year break and then started uploading a bunch of content, right? So there's kind of a weird thing going on here, but he was getting views right from the start. I mean, 5 years ago on YouTube, getting 10, 6, 5,000 views. You can tell this man knew what he was doing, was a very good YouTuber. His most popular videos absolutely popping off in Genshin Impact. So he got in on that sweet Genshin Impact COVID action and really had some banger videos. In fact, you have to scroll down a little bit here. You have to scroll down quite a bit here before you're going to come into any War of the Visions videos, because War of the Visions, even at the beginning, it was really hard to find 100,000 view War of the Visions anything, right? And so he's got a lot of Genshin stuff up top. He did play War of the Visions, and he legitimately loved the game, and that came across when I talked to him in person. His last video was 4 days ago, so he's back into Genshin Impact, it looks like, still doing some Honkai Star Rail stuff. The viewership has fallen off a little bit, but he really rebranded. I think at one point, and this is another thing that content creators go through, especially someone who's created content as long as him, you create a persona for yourself as a content creator. And I feel like the persona that I have is very much like I am in real life. I say that because what I mean maybe is that, like, as a teacher, I have to be myself, but be a little bit more of myself, be a little bit more emotive version of myself, make that content with connection with my audience that is students. And so that transitions very well into content creation, because I can be myself, but be this version of myself that is able to just emote into a camera like I emote into a classroom or something. I hope I know what I'm saying there. Anyway, I feel like for JoshuaJones, maybe at some point Howls was too much not him, and he rebranded into JoshuaJones. And so, you know what, dude? I hope you're just loving it. You're still putting out videos. Your videos are still getting views. So keep rolling it, man. He's playing AFK Journey right now. I'm playing AFK Journey right now. Yep, good. He's playing a lot of the games that I'm still playing. I still dabble in Honkai Star Rail. Good stuff, man. Good guy. Hope he's loving life and living it up. Merlo, no videos on his channel. So Merlo has removed his YouTube videos. He was more of a streamer than a YouTuber. In fact, he was a very, very regular streamer. There is a story about Amazon coins that is very Merlo related. So if you don't know this, when you buy Amazon coins on YouTube, on Amazon, using our links, right? We get a % of the money that you spend given to us. That % was messed up when they first released it. So this was a new thing, like Amazon affiliate, that when they put Amazon coins out, we were getting, it was like 20% or some crazy number. I think it was meant to be like 2, and it ended up like some, intern coon walked over there and hit a 0 after the 2, and we were at like 20%. So you're talking about, maybe selling $5,000 worth of Amazon coins at like peak War of the Visions collabs and getting 20% of that money. Yes. So you combine that with like your Twitch revenue or whatever you're making on YouTube, and people thought they could make like careers out of being an Amazon affiliate. And Merlo was the one who explained this to me, and he's the one who also explained to me, he's like, look, they know it's a mistake and they're gonna fix it. So Merlo always kind of knew that he was gonna have to like, get a real job. at some point and not just live off of his Amazon affiliate link sales. And so he had that job lined out, and he was never much of a YouTube uploader, as you can see here. He dabbled a little bit, but he took those videos down. Anyway, Merlo's a cool ass dude, and I still see him around in my stream sometimes. So Merlo, thank you. This dude helped me out at the beginning as much as anybody. So love you, Merlo. Thanks for all your work. Let's talk about Midia Gaming. Now, Midia and I have a interesting connection. We are both teachers. And so in the same kind of way, I feel like Midia is probably a lot like, again, I'm not calling any content creators fake, but I feel like teachers have this interesting way of content creating with the same kind of persona that they have as a teacher, which means we are very much like how we are in real life in our videos. Obviously, a little different. Anytime you're in front of a camera performing, it is not a natural conversation. A stream is a little bit more natural than a YouTube video, but either way, Midia also a teacher, and if we look at his oldest stuff, he's been uploading for 4 years. So right about the time Final Fantasy War of the Visions came out, Midia was a content creator, and he broke into the scene for War of the Visions pretty early on in the game. I want to say right near the beginning. His most popular videos were FFBE video from 3 years ago, and then you see some War of the Vision stuff on here, like the Sephiroth video. Was that the best time to join the game? This dude was great. And so his last video was 7 days ago. He's still making content. I haven't watched this. This is a channel update video, and he was releasing like a video a week here. He has another channel he runs that covers tabletop gaming, like Warhammer stuff. And so he has really gone away from like, or what he's done something that I respect in YouTubing a lot, where he's making stuff about whatever he's doing in life, whatever he's passionate about. Right now, I believe he's very passionate about his Warhammer stuff. So I think does he link his other channel on here? No, I say I'd link you to it. I don't know. I don't have the link available right now, but he's covering stuff on his other channel for Warhammer tabletop stuff, and maybe that's what he's passionate about right now. Still, Midia, awesome dude, loved your content. Let's talk about Dejun. Now, Dejun is somebody who is still releasing War of the Visions videos nearly daily, or at least a combination of War of the Visions videos and like Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis stuff. He's still catching views. Dejun is more of a streamer than he is a YouTuber. He used to be more of a YouTuber than a streamer, I think. And if you look back on these Marvel Heroes videos, he had some like 300,000 plus Marvel Hero video views back in the day. Like, this was Dejun's popping off on YouTube point right here. These Marvel Heroes videos were flying high for him. You got to go pretty far down this list to find War of the Visions stuff, but War of the Visions just never had the same sort of following that some of these other games did. Now, you can see his Transcendence Reincarnation Guide to level 140. There's a 10,000 view video, Slime Quest. So he has some pop-off War of the Visions videos, and he is still releasing them regularly, right? Covering the news like I do, covering patches like I do, posting his polls, all of that stuff. So this man is still very, very active in the War of the Visions community, and I'm happy that he is, because he has a stream that I like to watch. And I see we have a lot of mutual viewers. So Dejun, keep it up, man. You're the man. And he is check him out on Dejun TP or twitch.tv/DejunTP if you want to see him more regularly. Okay, Nashters. This was something that, this is not a person that I watched all the time, but it was somebody that was brought to my attention. Oldest video for Nashters 3 years ago, so about the time that I started playing. Again, not somebody I followed as much, but he was mentioned. His latest video was 2 years ago. So Nashters had about a 1 year run with War of the Visions. So if he's one of the people that brought you to the game, that's what he's doing right now. And that was it. So I'm gonna throw it back to Cabbage's channel right here, since these videos here, like, look, I watched these videos so long ago. The current YouTube account that I'm signed into did not exist, because it's my YouTube like business account, the one that I post stuff on. So like, it doesn't even show me as having watched these, because they came out before my current like Google account that I'm using, which, man, oh man, I would not be a War of the Visions content creator without you, Cabbage, and without you, Dr. Diggs, and especially also you, Merlo. But everybody else out there, y'all been a huge influence for me, and I hope this video was fun for the people of you who watch this, especially those of you who started back when I did. So that's it. That's this video. Really enjoyed this. Thank y'all, and have a good one. Happy 4th anniversary for War of the Visions. Hopefully we get to do something again for 5th anniversary and 6th. Make FFBE 2, devs. We all know mobile games come and go. We've had a nice 4 year run with War of the Visions. FFBE 2. let's all meet back there some point. All right. Thank y'all for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.